Novel Audio presents Heartstone by Elle Katharine White. Read for you by Billie Fulford-Brown.
Daired was not mingling in the crowds near the tables, nor was he among the dancers. We snagged Angie as she passed by the bonfire and asked her if she'd seen him, or, failing that, if Brisney had. "Cedric just went to look for him," Angie said, pointing to where the Shanai creatures lounged between, or, in the case of the two wyverns, on top of, the stone archways. "I think they're over there." "She's looking happy," Tobble said as we made our way across the hall. "She's made a friend." "Lovely. Aliza, would you mind steering a bit more to the right?" he whispered in my ear. "I think that blue wyvern just licked its lips." I rolled my eyes but did as he said, not because I feared Bluescale might swoop down and snatch him from my shoulder, but because neither Brisney nor Daired were near them. "Look, if you're really so worried about it, can't Hobblehilt just send a note?" "There! They're back there, behind that arch. See?" I looked. Beyond the ruined wall, the two riders stood close together. Even from a distance, they appeared to be deep in conversation. "Don't be silly. I'm not going to walk up and interrupt them." Tobble smiled. "Of course not. We'll wait on the other side until they're finished, but nice and close so we can hear." A reflexive no rose to my lips, but cursed curiosity dug its claws into me once more, and my no was stillborn. I sighed. "You're a bad influence, Tobble Turn of the Leaves. You know that, right?" Yes. Now, shh, I want to listen." The musicians resumed a rollicking jig, which gave us plenty of cover to sneak closer. Keeping my head low, I sat on an overturned paver around the corner from the riders. Tobble leapt down to the grass and pressed his ear to a crack in the stone. He needn't have bothered. Neither Brisney nor Daired made any effort to lower their voices. "Great gods, Alastair, you're impossible," Brisney said. "Are you even capable of enjoying yourself?" "Not really, no. Certainly not here. You're being absurd. The country is a lovely place." Brisney breathed deeply. "Eden Isle doesn't have fresh air like this." "That's cow dung you're smelling. Yes, scoff all you like, you damp toadstool. I like it here. Given enough time, I might even love it. Keris was right. It's exactly what I needed. Might be a nice change for you too if you'd let it." "I'm glad you like it, Cedric. Truly I am," Daired said, sounding weary. "But I only came to this godforsaken smudge on the map because Keris asked me to, and because you needed a few familiar faces. We're here to do a job, not—" He seemed to be searching for the right words. "Fraternize with the locals. Doesn't mean we can't enjoy the scenery. Trees and mud and vermin-infested gardens. Not much to enjoy. I wasn't talking about the gardens." "You can't seriously like these people, Cedric." "Why not? There's not a soul out there who'd have the first idea how to gut a gryphon, even if we laid it out dead in front of them and put the knife in their hand. The best of them would be worthless in battle." "Not that I don't appreciate a good gutting," Brisney said. "But there are other skills in the world worth cultivating. Name one." "Dancing." Daired groaned. "Fell, have mercy, and kill me now. The great Alastair Daired, frightened by a country jig. If only the broodmother of Cloven Cairn could see you now. She'd have given the wings off her back to find out your true weakness before you cut off her head. Give me a coven of lamias any day over a jig." Daired spoke the word like a curse. In any case, you looked enough of a buffoon out there for both of us. I won't add to your embarrassment. Believe me, even if you did make a fool of yourself, I'd be the last one to notice. I've had more pleasant things on my mind. There was a pause. Are you talking about that girl, the one you were dancing with? I wondered if she'd caught your eye, Brisney said with new enthusiasm. I've met my share of pretty women, Alastair, but I've never known real beauty until tonight. Oh, don't make that face. If you saw her, you know it's true. I'm colourblind, not actually blind. Yes, she's pretty. It doesn't mean anything. You've courted enough brainless women to know that by now. Angie is nothing like them, Brisney said, his voice growing warm. Any of them. Hard as it may be for you to believe, I have learned from my mistakes. Prove it. Angie's more than a beautiful face. She's clever and witty and kinder than any of the others. She came to Kerris's defence the instant her hatch was brought up. Came to her defence? Daired sneered. What, did she drop her bonnet, or swoon to create a distraction? The smile that had risen to my lips faded. She changed the subject. That doesn't count, Daired said. Half of Arl knows that Harbour Hatch is a painful memory for you and Kerris. This girl's no cleverer than the last because she... What? Brisney's laughter drowned out Daired's protests. I get it now. You're still in a foul mood from this afternoon. Admit it. That's why you won't enjoy any of this. I was pelted with mud by a band of feral hobgoblins on my way to the last place in Arl I wanted to be. Daired growled. Have you ever tried scrubbing mud out of chainmail? Of course I'm in a foul mood. And why are you still laughing? Hobgoblin girl, the one you told me about. I just realised who she is. Don't tell me. Dark hair, high cheekbones, wears flowers in her braid. I'm no poet, but that sounds a lot like Angie's sister. Daired murmured something I couldn't make out. Aliza's her name, in case you wanted to know. I didn't, Daired said. But let me guess. You're going to tell me that charm and wit run in this extraordinary family. Beauty too. Don't tell me you didn't notice. The girl wasn't plain, he said after a prickly silence. So? So what? So why not go find her? If you won't dance, at least strike up a conversation. What's the harm? You've already been, introduced. And that was more than enough for me. Pretty or plain, I've got better things to do than socialise with a country wench who spends her time in the company of garden pests. Tobble leapt for the crack in the wall, his little fists balled at his side, sputtering gnomic curses. Just in time I caught his arm and pulled him back. These better things you speak of, Brisney said, would they consist of skulking around in the shadows like a warty gremlin? Because if that's the case, my friend, then there really is no hope for you. So you keep telling me. Alastair, please. Brisney's voice grew serious. If you won't go out there for me or for these people, do it for Kerris. She's having a hard time without Redtail. She won't admit it, but I can feel her pain. She misses him. Daired was silent for a moment. All right, he said, but I swear, if you try and make me dance, tomorrow morning your armour will be hanging from the highest branch of the tallest tree in Hart's Run, and I'll give Silverwing 6 head of cattle not to bring it back for you. You know what? Brisney said. That wouldn't even begin to dampen my spirits.